What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have our preseason, we have training camp. We're going to check out the schedule, check to see who has progressed, and then we're going to jump into the season in our next episode. I'm going to be doing a training camp, and then I'm going to be showing you guys 2 preseason games. We're going to sim the rest of the games, and that will be this video. All right, now I'm already questioning myself because I told you that I wanted to change things up, and we did that. Our secondary is 100% brand new. 100% brand new. As you see me sign Justin Fargas, ex-Raider, went to USC. Every preseason, I ain't lying to you, every preseason, this dude will ball out. And I know it's preseason, but every preseason he will ball out. He never really got his chance with the Raiders because when he was still a young running back, they ended up drafting Darren McFadden. So yeah, I'm just saying, he really never even really had a real shot to try to be the full-time starter for the Oakland Raiders. But every preseason to do a ball out, I figure I'll give him a chance right here. He has 91 overall speed. And y'all know that the homie Lawrence was fumbling the ball like crazy last year, even though he does have the highest carry on the team, even higher than Ricky Williams. Not saying that Fargas is going to start, but in the description box below, we do have some rules that I'm going to be living by in this franchise and in our Browns franchise as well. So this team has looked different, all right? I'm kind of questioning if I made the right decision. I did sign back our left tackle and our right tackle. Our left tackle is up there in age, and I ended up boosting, not really boosting up our O-line, but I wanted to keep our O-line intact because we run the ball fairly well, and we're able to pass the ball with some pretty good protection. But this is Madden. It's not 100% real life. And yeah, maybe keeping cornerbacks on the team is more important than keeping offensive linemen in Madden, not in real football. Obviously, the left tackle spot is probably the most important spot on the offense besides your quarterback. We also have Reggie Wayne. He was in the trade that sent Madison to the Indianapolis Colts. And again, I'm not saying that was the right move, but we had to get under the certain number of 90 overall players before preseason got here, and that's exactly what we did. All right, so right here we have Charles. He is a rookie outside linebacker. He might be taking Alex Willie's spot. Might be taking Alex Willie. He's in the last year of his contract. I might let him walk. Who knows? This right here is a rookie cornerback, Gaffney. Looking pretty good. He's not the fastest guy in the world. Only has 82 overall speed, but most rookies in this game don't really have like 90 plus speed. Some do, definitely some do, but the majority of them don't. It's kind of weird because the majority of the best players in the game in Madden are like 85 overall speed, and he only has like 82 overall speed. So that is a little bit concerning. Might move him to the inside depending on how well he covers or doesn't cover, if you know what I mean. So the homie Wendell Williams, he's going to be 90 overall before next season, most likely. Or by the time the draft comes, he will be 90 overall. So he might have to look to move some pieces around again. The reason why I'm doing this is because I want to feel like I have to make some tough decisions. A lot of times in Madden offseason, in the franchise mode, you really don't have to make too many tough decisions or any at all. And I want to be forced to make some tough decisions because we see that all throughout the league. You know, so much this offseason. Do the Patriots re-sign Tom Brady? Does he even want to come back and play for them and stuff like that? And you see it all the time. Players request trades, and there is no players requesting trades in this game, even though players do hold out. So right here we make a mistake, a little bit of a boo-boo. And yeah, Baja Bilamila, he's going to come back with the INT. He dropped back from his left end position and dropped into the passing lane, and that's not a good look. So again, I am questioning my decision to redo my whole secondary. I knew I was gonna have new safeties. Brian. Who is Brian? Who is Brian, Coach Dog? Who is Brian? Brock Marion. He retired. Sammy Knight. He was old and he wanted a new contract. And of course, both those guys were 90 plus overall guys. So I knew I was probably gonna have 2 new safeties. Didn't really know I was going to have 2 new corners, but both of my corners were 90 overall. And again, I wanted to keep both tackles. But the way that the tackles are playing so far this preseason, maybe I should have kept both corners and got rid of my tackles because, again, this is Madden and it's not 100% realistic football. Because, again, in realistic football, you probably want 2 studs, 2 bookends on the O-line over 2 corners that can shut people down. That's just my opinion. Y'all might disagree with that, but that's how I feel about it in real football. But in Madden, of course, it's totally different. So like I said, one of our tackles is pretty old. He might be close to retiring. Our other one, he could be movable. He could be put in a trade. We will see, because I did draft a right tackle and a left tackle, and I believe also drafted a right guard in this draft. We also draft a handful of corners and 2 safeties. So I try to replace the guys that I feel like we might lose. Zach Thomas, he's close to retirement age as yeah, they go right up the gut. And this is a Super Bowl matchup, rematch, if you will. We do play the North this year in the regular season. So we will have a official Super Bowl rematch, I should say, versus the Packers in the regular season, all right? So Seneca Wallace, he is our new backup quarterback. He throws a pick right there. We still have Charlie Batch, but he's going to be our 3rd-string quarterback. Jay Feeler, he did retire. So yeah, we had to pick up another quarterback. Why not pick up somebody that can run and is young? Not saying that I plan on getting rid of Wendell Williams, but again, I do like having to make tough decisions, forcing myself to only have 7 90 overall players on the team as a max. That's really gonna hurt in this franchise, and it already does hurt. Like, it already does. Like, my corners and my safeties don't make the same type of plays that I'm used to, so that's gonna be a little bit of an adjustment. And that should have been a touchdown, but it's not. But in the Browns franchise as well, because Madden 06, 07, and 08, you usually get a lot more 90 overall players on your roster than in like 04 and 05 on the PS2. But hey, it is what it is. Randall Williams, he is our new wide receiver. He's probably going to be our 3rd or 4th receiver going into the season. He has a bunch of speed. He was in Hard Knocks with the Cowboys, and I believe he won the Super Bowl as a practice squad player with the G-Men. So Seneca Wallace, he's out with an injury, and this is a major injury. He's going to be out for 12 weeks. Fortunately for us, this is week 1 of the preseason, so hopefully we won't need him during the regular season, because hopefully Wendell Williams does not get banged up. So 17-0, the Packers are getting a little bit of revenge on us here. Davenport goes right up the gut. We're able to bring him down, picks up a gain of 4 though. 2nd down and 6, Davenport to the outside. Zach Thomas, he's in because I do a lot of formation subs, and I don't really feel like changing it before the season starts and then going back in and redoing it. So that's why he's in, because in this game, your middle linebacker is out of the nickel package. And I can't stand that, because most time your middle linebacker is your best linebacker, unless you're like the Bucks and you have Derek Brooks, right? So that's why he was in there. You may see Chambers from time to time, because again, formation subs, he's usually in the slot, because the dude's a beast in the slot. He's a beast in the slot. And I do not want to change the way that I play. I want to play how I want to play. I want the games to be entertaining, but I also want to have fun playing it and don't want to handcuff myself with my playing style. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing with the roster. But this kid right here, Fergus, I always like this kid going back to when he was at USC. And yes, I may be old, but hey, it is what it is. I can be old. We all age eventually, okay? But with the Raiders, because again, I'm from the Bay Area, even though I'm a Niner fan, I'm just a football fan in general, sports fan in general. Every preseason, like I said earlier, Justin Fergus would ball out. He would impress me. He would have the Raider fans on their feet. He just never really got a real chance to develop or have a real chance to start games as a day 1 starter or a regular season starter, I should say. So I think that with his 91 speed, he might be able to give us more of a 1-2 punch with Ricky. They're kind of the same type of back. They're both physical guys, but with some speed and stuff like that. Lawrence, obviously, he is just a ground and pound, straight north and south type of running back. That I do like. And with this whole, 90 overall cap, Ricky might not be here for his whole career. And of course, he started his career with the Saints, but he ended his career with the Ravens. He might not be here, for the rest of his career. I would love to keep him, but yeah, I think I would much rather have a 90 overall quarterback, 90 overall tight end, 90 overall receiver, and some 90 overalls on defense. Because as of right now, our only 90 overall on defense is Zach Thomas. Arlindo Mare, he is up there in age. So he could be retiring soon, but he's also a 90-plus overall player. So I have a kicker, and y'all know I'll be having kicking problems, so that's why I kept him, okay? Don't judge me, okay? This is year 1 of this experiment. It might not work. We might go from a Super Bowl team to not making the playoffs at all. I don't think that that's going to be the case, but I do think that there will be a couple of growing pains. But I think that we are going to win the division this year. At least that's the plan. That's the hope. That's the dream, to win a division, get a home playoff game for the first time in this franchise. And we're probably only going to do this franchise up to year 6. I kind of want to stop after year 6 and then give you guys a new one. I kind of already have my teams in mind. I did say we're going to do the Ravens for one of them. I do think that the Browns series and the Dolphins series are going to end towards, like, or end close to at the same time. You know what I'm saying? That's the way that it's going. We're both in season 3. I got to do the Browns off season and stuff like that. So again, both series are pretty much on pace to finish at the same time. So I kind of already have another team in mind, and it's going to be Madden 08 on the PS2. I could do it on PC, but I don't like messing with my PC that much because I got a whole bunch of other stuff outside of YouTube going on my PC, so I don't really like messing with it too much. I know that they have a whole bunch of mods that are cool. I've seen them all. They're pretty freaking dope. But I'm going to just do Madden 08 on the PS2. Kind of already have a team in mind because the rookies in that game, phenomenal. Talking about Calvin Johnson, Marshawn Lynch, Adrian Peterson, of course, Marcus Russell, who's a bust, but who doesn't like to help him become not a bust? You also had Adrian Peterson. You also had Adrian Peterson and stuff like that. So it might be that. It might be that game. Might not be that game. I mean, it will be that game. It might be one of those teams. Might be one of those teams that we might do. And yeah, so the preseason's continuing. This is week 2. Mike Vick is now hurt. His injury is not that serious, though. He's actually going to return in this game. Frederick, he is in. Gonna give it to Darnell. Dock it up that gut, and we chop him down. You're going to run the ball again, and he is just a physical man. And these are my starters in. All right, these are not my backups. These are my starters. And you saw people getting pancaked. Ogunleye just got pancaked on back-to-back plays. I don't know if it's because I'm playing on 3-minute quarters. I don't know if that does something to the slider set or does something, you know, to the gameplay or whatever. I don't know how this thing works. All I know is that people are getting pancaked that I'm not used to seeing getting pancaked. Can throw this one to Reggie Wayne. I'm glad that we have Reggie Wayne. He's only 79 overall. With the training camp, we got him up to 80 overall. Him being my second receiver to Chris Chambers, that's dope. McMichael is technically our second option when it comes to the passing game. We're going to throw this one to Salam. Salam is a rookie free agent. I might change that rule that we can only sign 2 guys during the free agency period because Salam was a rookie free agent. You know what I mean? How many teams are actually going to go after a rookie free agent and call that a free agent signing? Of course it is technically, but it's not like a huge name. But I also might keep it at 2 because, again, this makes me have to really hone in on who I want, give them the right offer, because I'm only going to target 2 as the rules stipulate down in the description box below. Williams dropping back the pass right here. Got McMichael wide open, makes the catch, gets hit pretty hard just to the left side of the pitching mound. Now we're going to go right up that gut with the homie Lawrence, and he gets into the end zone. So again, I don't mind having a 3 running back system. Of course, rookie is that dude. I also don't mind focusing on the ground game. I might be changing playbooks every single week. I might. That's something that I'm thinking about doing. Just because I know for some people don't want to see the same plays ran over and over again, and I totally understand that. I totally get that. But for me, I want to play the way that I play, and I want to have fun, but I also do want to entertain you guys. So I'm thinking about changing the playbook every single game. That might be a little bit too much with these rules and doing that and still hope to win on a regular basis. But if I play the way that I really want to play and maybe use her a little bit more on defense, still let the computer decide the outcome, we might do that. You know what I'm saying? So I think that might be an option right there, that we use her on defense a little bit more, try to get some more user interceptions and stuff by clicking on and not just playing as one character. Because I usually just play as one character. I think that that's more realistic than just switching and switching and switching. But if we change playbooks every single week, I think that I might be switching and switching and switching. Because for this series, I'll use the Minnesota Vikings use the Minnesota Vikings playbook. And that playbook had that little drag route to Chambers, which is beastly, which is a money play to say the least. And maybe for the playoffs, I'll use that. And then maybe for just regular season games, we'll switch every single time. And then for the Browns, I believe I'm using... I can't remember what I'm using for the Browns, but it'll come to me. It will come to me, but I'm using the same playbook over there, just game in and game out. So I might change it up because, again, this is what I plan on doing on this channel. And I want to make sure that things stay interesting and so on and so forth. And now Dan Frederick, he is hurt. So bring back Mike Vick. This game isn't perfect. You know what I'm saying? The preseason is never perfect. But, hey, it is what it is. No game, in my opinion, is perfect. But, hey, this game, to me, is still a lot better than what we have as far as current NFL games, all right? Fargus, you need to catch the football if you want to play on this team, son. I'm just saying. 3rd down and 7. Charlie Batch, drop him at the pass. Going to find Beck. And that's going to be a 1st down move. Those change, baby. We can come back. I believe it. Let's not go winless in the preseason. I'm only counting these 2 games. Whatever happens when we sim, I really don't care as long as nobody gets seriously injured. Chambers is still in the ball game. Like I said, he might be because of the formation subs that I got. And again, I'm hoping he doesn't get hurt. That was a horrible pass, and he's not done. Combs going to take that thing to not the crib because Randall Williams is fast as heck. He is our fastest receiver on the team. Might even be the fastest player as Finnering gets into the end zone. And now it's 24-7. Let's just run the football, see what we can do. Couple of my O-linemen get put on their Tucci. Matter of fact, that was a tight end, and my O-linemen get put on their Tucci, and that's not a good look. Rolling out. Charlie Batch, not the fastest guy in the world, so I was looking to pass, and we throw it into a crowd. 3rd down and 8. We're going to roll out. We're going to wait. We got Randall Williams. That was a perfect pass on the run, going to the left side, throwing it with his right arm. Charlie Batch, ladies and gentlemen, he is a fantastic backup quarterback to have on anybody's roster. 2nd down and 4. Going to get this into Fargus again. Fargus, he got some moves, man, and some power. Look, I'm telling you, the boy could be something nice. The boy could be something nice. Lawrence gets into the end zone. Vicious stiff arm. I need to see more of that, like, you know, during the regular season. Because I was for real about to really boost our running back core. I was going to go after Willis McGahee. Willis McGahee is the Bills' backup running back, and I was like, hey, I'll take Willis McGahee on Miami. Him and Ricky Williams 1-2 punch, that'd be pretty solid. But I decided not to do that, obviously, because I only can make a handful of trades, and I did not want to trade my 90 overall players in division. In conference is one thing, but in division, that's a totally nother beast, and I'm not trying to do that. So right here, we're running the football. It's 24-14. Can we get another late touchdown? Fargus going to take this thing north and south. I like the way that this boy runs. 91 speed comes in handy. Looking downfield is the good Charlie Batch. Throws it. That's going to be caught. We are moving the ball down the field. I'm just letting the clock run because I do not plan on calling any timeouts. Not trying to tie the ball game up. I just want to have one last good drive right here. Looking downfield, and that's a touchdown, bro. He dropped that. So this next play, whatever happens, it shouldn't have happened anyway. And it was a pick. So, hey, is what it is, man. That's going to do it for the preseason. We're going to sim the rest of the games, check out the schedule, check to see what happened with the progression of these players. Really looking forward to see what Wendell Williams is going to blossom into. He's only been in the league for 2 years. This is his 3rd year going into. I mean, he already has a Super Bowl. Maybe we should try to give him that MVP. He could be like a Patrick Mahomes type player, maybe, possibly. Who knows? Reggie Wayne, 3 catches. Randall. We have so many Williams on this team. Randall Williams. We have Omar Williams, right? The safety that we drafted. So we have a bunch of Williams on this team. Just like the Cincinnati Bengals, all those Johnsons. All right, so anyways, man, Wendell Williams is now 89 overall. So like I said, by the next offseason, we might have to get rid of another 90 overall player. And I kind of already think that I'm going to go with the O-line because we give up sacks anyway. You know what I mean? And I don't want to give up too many big pass plays. So that's why I am kind of regretting the fact that I got rid of my 2 beast cornerbacks. But hey, it is what it is. They're kind of older anyway, and I really didn't check the ages of my O-line. And as you can see, that Dixon, he's 35 years old, and we just gave him like a 3-year contract. So I doubt that he's going to fulfill his contract. There goes another rookie right guard. And then we have Wade, who's 29, so he's still fairly young. We also have this tackle who is now 60, I believe, 65 overall now. So everybody that I drafted progressed pretty well so far, except for this guy, Charles, who I did work with in the training camp. So if it's not going to be him replacing Alex Willie, it will be Hampton, at least on the roster, so to speak. All right. So Baker, he is now 84 overall. We drafted him a couple years ago. Gaffney, he's up to 75 overall. Again, I might switch him Lito Shepard just because Lito Shepard has that 90 overall speed. Darius is now 74 overall. He went up by 2, so I'm feeling that. Don't like Will Dumps at all. He's on the team just because we need the roster spot fulfilled, or filled, I should say. So Omar Williams, he is now 71 overall. So I'm liking our safeties. They're not the fastest. Omar is faster, but I have him right now playing strong safety. I may move him to free safety. That could be something that we do, just to have some speed back there. And I think doing it this way, it allows for the opportunity to switch guys around a little bit more often, do some more formation subs on the defensive side of the ball, just because we're going to have some team needs and we lack speed in some areas and stuff. So I'm going to have fun doing this. Hopefully you guys have fun watching it. Hopefully you guys ain't too mad at me about my decisions. But hey, like I said, they're my decisions. So hey, we got to live with the consequences. But yeah, I hope that will be a good year. Division winning year. Another Super Bowl under the belt. You feel me? But I'm gone. Peace, love. Hot sauce.